Tomo Aizawa, a girl with a tomboyish demeanor, expresses her love to her childhood friend Junichiro Kubota, but fails in her attempt. Seeking advice, she confides in her best friend Misuzu Gundu and decides to change her communication style with Junichiro. However, this leads to a quarrel between them. Later, Junichiro and Misuzu forget their umbrellas and wait for Tomo to accompany them home. Annoyed by Misuzu's teasing, Junichiro shoves her into the rain before he and Tomo walk away. Tomo rushes off when Junichiro tries to keep her from getting wet, and he follows suit when he sees her soaked clothes. Tomo joins the boys' karate club, impressing the captain Kosuke Misaki. When she seeks his advice, he becomes flustered and tells her that she is already charming as she is. After school, two girls, Mifune and Ogawa, attempt to talk to Kosuke but see him with Tomo instead. When they approach Tomo, she misunderstands their intentions and assumes they want to fight her. After Misuzu explains the situation, they meet behind the gym where the girls reveal their crush on Kosuke. Tomo enthusiastically offers to help them. Tomo experiences a traumatic incident when an old man gropes her on the bus. Junichiro intervenes and advises Tomo to wear pants instead of a skirt to prevent such incidents in the future. Upset by the incident, Tomo shares her frustration with Misuzu, who takes away Tomo's shorts so that she can only wear a skirt while walking home with Junichiro. Tomo feels uneasy and self-conscious, while Junichiro tries to avoid looking at her. Tomo's classmate Carol Olston is popular among boys, and after running into her and Kosuke in the hallway, Carol starts seeing Tomo as a rival. Misuzu suggests that Carol speak to Junichiro, which motivates Tomo to confront him about his interest in Carol. However, Junichiro is only trying to help Carol with basic physical training, unaware of her intentions. When Carol abruptly leaves after Tomo confronts Junichiro, Misuzu takes her out for pastries and convinces her to make amends with Tomo. The next day, Tomo accepts Carol's friendship, surprising her. Later on, Junichiro inadvertently reveals to Tomo that he had dated Misuzu in middle school, leaving Tomo stunned. Tomo is furious with Misuzu when she reveals that her relationship with Junichiro only lasted for 3 days. However, Tomo becomes happy when Junichiro tells her that he is currently not interested in anyone. The next day, Junichiro meets Tomo's karate senpai, Kosuke. Out of jealousy, Junichiro treats him harshly. During the bus ride, Kosuke discovers that despite Junichiro's rough behavior, he deeply admires Tomo. However, the next day, Junichiro intimidates Kosuke when he tries to tell Tomo about their conversation. Misuzu suggests that Tomo should take Junichiro on a date, and he eagerly accepts. Tomo receives help from Misuzu and Carol in buying new clothes for the date. They visit their usual spots, including a batting cage and a bowling alley. However, Tomo gains the courage to take Junichiro to a karaoke box, where she ends up singing children's songs. The next day, Tomo is embarrassed as Misuzu and Carol watch the video of her singing, but Junichiro notices that Tomo seemed different that day. Tomo then returns to the karaoke box with her friends. Tatsumi tries to make Misuzu smile, though she resists his efforts. Tomo wants to be playful like a girl and begins hugging various girls in her class. Misuzu begins to grow jealous seeing Carol get clingy with Tomo. Tomo later tries the same move on Junichiro, but he sees it as childish. Junichiro comes to visit Tomo at her house and learns a bit more about her parents. Carol gives Tomo her headband while she has lunch with Misuzu, and Kosuke shows up to encourage Misuzu to stay friends with Carol. Mifune and Ogawa ask for Tomo's help after school to turn down a creepy senior, and Tomo ends up kicking him across the yard. When he plans to get revenge on Tomo, Junichiro overhears the senior's plans and beats him up along with his friends, forcing them all to apologize to Tomo the next time they see her. Carol invites Tomo and Misuzu to her house, which turns out to be a giant mansion with a maze-like front yard. Carol's mother, Ferris, seems almost as airheaded as her daughter, but has suspicions about Misuzu's motives. Carol easily beats both Tomo and Misuzu at Othello. With midterm exams coming up, Misuzu invites Tomo and Carol to come to her house to study. The other girls meet Misuzu's mother, Misaki, who bears a strong resemblance to her daughter. Likewise, Misaki confuses Tomo for her mother Akimi at first. The three study for the exams, with Tomo understanding Carol's odd explanations better than Misuzu's methods. After the exams, Tomo and Junichiro show small improvements in their scores, with Carol mocking Misuzu for finishing second as she got the highest score. Junichiro invites Tomo to his house to play video games. Tomo later realizes the implication of going to Junichiro's house overnight by herself, but Misuzu, Carol, and her parents all encourage her to go anyway. Tomo struggles to reconcile her new feelings for Junichiro with their established friendship throughout the night, but the next day at school feels that they grew closer together. Tomo receives a wide range of birthday presents from her friends. Misuzu and Carol invite Tomo to Misuzu's house, where they proceed to give her a complete makeover. They then make Tomo buy ice cream at a local convenience store while still dolled up. Tomo feels embarrassed after spotting Junichiro at the same store and trips over her new heeled shoes on the way out. Junichiro helps her up and walks to a park with her, not realizing that the girl is Tomo, even after she responds to subtle questions about their relationship. Tomo finally returns to Misuzu's house, discovering that Misuzu and Carol set up a surprise party for her birthday. Tomo is preparing for an upcoming school dodgeball tournament, but because of her incredible strength, she is put on the same boys' team as Junichiro. The two of them manage to fight their way to the finals and defeat the enemy team led by a gorilla-like judo student named Goma for the trophy. After the match, Junichiro reflects on how much he looks up to Tomo.